What's up, fellas? It has been a long ass time since I last posted any updates on my channel, but I figured I'd sort of get that stuff started again. So, those of you looking for more Last King Standing updates will be disappointed because, yeah, I've had that game on hold since January. I might go back to it someday, but at the minute it's just not really selling well, not making much money. So, I figured I'd move on for a little bit, try something different. So this is my new game I've been working on, well, yeah, since January, called Sealed Below. It's a 4-player cooperative horror game. You basically get locked down in a dungeon. You have to bring back enough loot that they'll let you back out again, or, you know, die trying. So I'll show you how that works. This is all placeholder. It's going to be replaced better stuff later. Most of this is just free stuff from the marketplace. Yeah, you got a candle. Your candle has limited time, so you have to get all your loot before it burns out. You got to put the loot in there, get it up to 600 in this case. It'll go up if there's more players, and then ring the bell.
No, there's more loot down there. You're gonna go get it, and you're gonna stay down there with it forever.
Yeah. I don't have any loot, so he just says go away, basically. So, yeah, there's a bunch of items. There's going to be a lot more items than are finished. There's healing potions, there's it's like chalk, so you can mark your way around. Because all these dungeons are going to be randomly generated, they're going to be different every time. This one's just a static test one. But, we won't take the chalk with us. We'll take the axe. Still a bit of a work in progress. Let's get in there. What else? Yeah, we'll take some lockpicks. Badia potion is a good one. Lets you sort of see sounds through walls. Helps you avoid monsters, see? Anyway, so I better get a move on. My candle's burning down. The objective is to look for loot, traps and stuff around. I'm kind of cheating because I'm the developer, so I know where everything is. Oh, you're not worth much, so you can stay there. I've got this little temporary, can't open the door, but I've got this temporary little lock-picking game. I'm going to make a better one later, but it'll do for now. Open. Yeah, there's traps around. You can sort of. Oh yeah, there's some loot. Yeah, if you crouch, your light gets lower, so it helps you hide from them better. Sounds like there's a skeleton out there. I think I'll just let him pass. Nice gold dagger. Demonstrate this when he goes away. Whoop, see, alerts everything to you and your trap. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of different traps. Oh, go away. I need to make it change his sounds a bit because it doesn't make much sense with the skeleton breathing. Oh god. Yeah, not bad. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. There'll be 4 of you. The dungeon's going to be much bigger than this, so it'll take several sort of tries to clean everything out. So yeah, anyways, from a technical standpoint, one thing that seriously slowed me down is I've had to make a procedural dungeon generator. And I've had to learn C++ to do that. Because, well, this is where it's at now, see? It generates rooms randomly, and then we'll generate like procedural paths to connect all the rooms together. Whoops, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, you can sort of define anything as a room. It's extremely flexible, extremely powerful system. See, it connects every door to every other door. There's only one layer of connections at the minute, but I'm going to add more, so the paths aren't quite so linear. But yeah, the reason it took so long is because, where is it? The old one. No. I did it in Blueprint first, and it was awful. It was dog slow. It took about a quarter of a second to make one path. It was ugly ass spaghetti. I never got to the point of cleaning it up. It's kind of just slapped together. But yeah, it's a pretty big piece of equipment. But anyway, that's not in use anymore because it was just too slow and I couldn't make it any faster. So I had to actually properly jump into learning C++. And this is pretty much a rewrite of all that same code in C++. This is the core of the system that just stores the grid and all the data, all the doors and such like. It's header, that's all the I won't dive into all that, it's too technical, but yeah, and then you've got the actual entity which sort of reads all your rooms from your data table. That builds the preview mesh that you were looking at before. That's like the next layer up of placing all the rooms, connecting all the doors and all that stuff. It took me 3 tries to actually get the Pathfinder working because I just didn't really understand what I was doing with C++. So had to deal with a lot of crashes and other fun stuff. But yeah, this is the finished product. Can generate a whole dungeon in like 0.1, 0.2 of a second or something like that. It's pretty fast. It'll be slower once I actually get to the point where it's placing tiles in the world. It'll be slower, but the core generator is very fast. Yeah, so you sort of define your dungeon in a data table, so you can set its size. There's all your room generation parameters. Let's see, room could be barracks, always have 1 barracks, chance of having 2 barracks, distance from spawn, chance of generating origin, yeah, all that. Spawn room template, I don't think that's being used at the minute. There's your rooms list, mid distance between rooms, yeah, so you don't have rooms like slamming against each other. There's all your room types. So that's a tile. You can have, there's a probability of generating different tiles. So like say you have a chapel placed, you can have like 4 or 5 different variations of the chapel stored in the game files, and it'll just pick one at random or pick one based on probabilities. There's going to be, this is only a very, very sparse like test kind of thing. There's going to be a lot more in the final game. But yeah. What else was I going to show you? But yeah, this is what each part of the dungeon tile set will look like individually. So you define the room data with a little helper entity. Blue is the rotation pivot. Green is your 2 door connections. And then it's just the size of the collision map. Yeah, there's like a bunch of them. See, same again with this. So really you can it doesn't have to, it has to have a grid collision size, but the room doesn't necessarily have to fill that grid, so you can really have anything you want. And what else? Start room, yeah. Why do you take so long to load? There we go. I don't think I generated a mesh for that one actually. Embarrassing. But yeah, you can have multiple different like collision blocks. So you know that would stick out further, and then you have one sticking up there, so you can have any shape of room you want as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of everything that's going on with this game. I should hopefully have it out within a couple of months, and yeah, we'll see if it takes off or not, I guess. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I'll get a bit more money to yeah, keep funding this one, fund Last King Standing, maybe fund some other projects. You know, I want to get on that game developer grind. Yeah, that's me for now. I'll see you guys around.